Hey everyone, happy Monday night and welcome to our Monday Crafty Session. I hope you've had a great day. It is a very hot and humid day here in Ontario. Like we're sitting well above 40 with humidity. So to me, that's a great day to stay inside and stamp. My name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent demonstrator here in Canada. I live in Ontario, Dorchester, Ontario, and I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. I have been like reevaluating my business, trying to figure out what I want to do, and I thought, you know what? Let's add some more Facebook Lives into our week. So my goal is to go live on Monday nights and again on Wednesday nights. I will be picking a product of the week. I will show you a project on Monday and I will show you some more projects on Wednesday. So I'm super excited to be with you guys. Popping on just a few minutes before 8 so Facebook can let you know I go live, and that gives me a chance to check my settings. As I said, tonight was kind of like a surprise Facebook Live. I did post this morning though with a picture of a duck and all the blends that I used to color that duck. And I said, hey, come join me at 8 p.m. Eastern time so we can stamp. Now I know June is a busy month. We're coming into summer, it's a busy time, but not to worry. If you can't join me live, you can always catch the replay. You can find this replay, it will be on my blog, and it will also be on my YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber to any of those, make sure you follow me. That's the best compliment you can give me, is by following me. Please like, comment, and share my videos. Tell your crafty friends about what we're doing and how we're doing it so they can join in on the fun. Everyone needs a hobby, especially these days when we're all like, you know, got a lot on our mind. Life is crazy, lots of, you know, worrying about bills and worrying about everything else. Sometimes we just need something to escape to and takes our mind off things. And for me, that is crafting. I love coming into my room, and honestly, like I was in here yesterday, it was so hot here. I was in here, I played music, and really, truly, it was good for the soul. As you can see, it's crazy hair day here in Ontario because, as I said, it is a hot and humid day. So my US friends, I think 41 with humidity is probably about your like 102. It is supposed to be a hot week in Ontario. Like tomorrow, we're supposed to be 44, and this girl does not do hot, and this girl does not do humidity. So I'm okay staying inside and crafting. And the countdown is on. I only have 7 more days of school. So me and my craft room are going to have some major crafting time in the summer, and I cannot wait. So tonight, as I said to you, I am coming live on Monday night. So this week in my business, I am going to be featuring the Lily Pond Lane Designer Series paper in the Charming Duck Pond bundle, showcasing you that. So we're going to flip the camera. Now, I got a glass mat and I'm super excited to try it out, but I don't know about the glare. So I was going to test it with my team tomorrow night, but I thought, well, let's try it. And if it doesn't work, I will move it and then we'll figure out how to use it in the near future. But I used my glass mat all weekend and I love it. It's amazing. So you definitely want one of these in your craft room. All right. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am going to flip my camera and we are going to get started. So you're going to see my blinds. I wish I could keep my blinds open so you can see my beautiful front yard, but I get the west sun and right now it is beaming in my eyes. And I was like, I can't do a Facebook Live with that in my eyes. So I closed it. So we're going to flip you around, flip you down so you can see my catalog, and we're going to get started. I have a fun card sketch for you tonight. All right. So you're going to see my blinds. And I'm gonna flip you. If you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how your day was, if you crafted. Okay, so we're gonna play around with this a bit. I do see a reflection, but I'm not sure. Let's just kind of move it up. Okay, I just wanna see. So, I wanna try it, but I don't know. You tell me, Debbie, if you find if it's too much of a glare with the lights over top. And if it is, I will move this mat. So what I do want to show you is this beautiful glass mat. I just got mine in the mail, or in the order. So it was on pre-order for us in December as a demonstrator. It was part of celebration offering, and I missed out on the pre-order. And then I was like, oh no, I missed out. But Stampin' Up, we had so many people request it that Stampin' Up brought it back. And it is beautiful. It's a tempered glass. It is, well, I don't even know what the length is, but it does come with these cute little, I'll show you what it comes with. It comes with these like corners so you can put your corners on, but I actually ended up taking mine off because I kept, actually put it over here so you can see it. I kept rubbing on it all yesterday and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take it off. It's more for like when you're traveling. It comes with this cute little chamois. So you wet it and then you just clean your mat. And then it comes with this cute little silicone where you could like put ink spots, you can put ink in here, you can put stuff here, and you can do it that way. So it is super nice. I don't find a glare, I just see your lights. Perfect, okay. So thank you. And I, you know what, watch many videos and I see their upper lights over top. So it is definitely, so how this is going to work right now as a demonstrator, we can pre-order this, but this will be available to customers starting on July 3rd. So I was stamping on it on the weekend and I have to tell you, it's beautiful to stamp on. I didn't even need a piercing mat for when I was doing my photo polymer. So I really want to show you how amazing it is. So I'm just going to try to figure out, I got to figure out my lay here. I think if I do it that way, all right, we're just gonna roll with it. So tonight, maybe if I move this up a bit, there we go. Tonight I am showcasing the Lily Pond designer series paper and the gorgeous Charming Duck Sweet bundle. So let me show you where that is in the catalog. So the Lily Pond Lane is right here. You'll find it on page 44 and 45. So in this collection, you get this gorgeous designer series paper. I'm going to show you that in a minute. You get this gorgeous Charming Duck. Okay, I'm going to have to tell you, when I first saw this, I thought, oh yeah, it's cute. I don't really need it. Well, then I've seen all my demonstrator friends creating with it, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to have it. It's definitely one of those sleeper sets that you're thinking, yeah, I don't need those ducks, but they're stinking cute. You might want it. And it comes with these cute adhesive back dapple dots. Now, they were on back order, but I noticed tonight that they are available. I do not have these, but I paired it with the 2024 in color dots. So I'm going to show you that. Now, tonight's project, we're actually showcasing this fabulous feature in our new catalog. It is right here on page 22. It's all these sketches. Okay, let me see if I pull it this way. It's all these sketches, and I think that's a fabulous way. To me, a sketch is like a challenge. It's like a puzzle just waiting to be solved, but you're doing it with stamp paper and inks, not just figuring it out with just piecing in puzzle pieces. So tonight, we're actually using this sketch right here. So we're gonna take this sketch and create a card with it, and that's what I'm gonna show you tonight. So let's put this over. Let me bring in the Lily Pond Lane Designer Series paper. I have been really enjoying making these sampler papers, sheets, only because Stampin' Up! Didn't list all the Designer Series colors, and I don't know about you, but when I'm creating, that's what I love to look for. And sometimes I get rid of the backings and I'm like, oh, what were the colors in those? So I've been really making these sampler sheets. Easy to do. I just do it in Word and then I take. So this actually is a 6 by 6. You get 48 sheets. So I literally had to like put it on the front and then on the back. But look at those beautiful colors. They're so cute. When I saw these patterns, I was like, oh, that would be fun to do like a page, like a scrapbook page at an aquarium or something, or maybe you're feeding the ducks somewhere. But it is beautiful colors. So the colors are Balmy Blue, Granny Apple Green, Gray Granite, Peach Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Pretty in Pink. So beautiful colors. So we're going to be using that tonight. Let's pull in those gorgeous, so this is the stamp set. And here are the dies. So super cute. And the dies, as you can see, will cut out the ducks. You have the lily pond. They cut out, I was trying to figure out like, what the heck is this? But it's actually, I want to call those cattails. I think that's what they're called. And then you have this really fun one right here that makes like a really cool centerpiece. So I'm going to show you a card done with that. So I have one card to share with you. I'm going to make a card. and I have a couple samples to share with you tonight. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna do another Facebook Live featuring this stamp set, and I'll show you more samples. So that is what we're using. So let's get started. So the colors that we are using tonight are gray granite, pretty in pink and white. I am going to upload this video to my YouTube channel and to my blog, and I'm going to put all the measurements. So just sit back, craft with me, chat with me, interact with me, and we're going to have some fun. So my gray granite is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and score that. Definitely want a bone folder. Just makes that crease nice. Also, it helps your cards be nice and flat for when you mail them. We have a piece of pretty in pink, and then I have a white. We're gonna save those. So we're just gonna set those aside, and we're gonna set this to aside for a minute. All right, so here is this designer series paper. Look how cute those ducks are. So as I said, those ducks can be cut out with our dies. So let me show you. There's one, there's two, and actually, this here will cut out these beautiful cattails, and I actually think there's little ducks that they cut out. So I love when Stampin' Up! Does this because you get more use out of your dies. Look how fun that is, cutting out all of those pieces. So let's put these back so I don't lose them. Now, the that's a mouthful, Charming Duck Pond dies are not available at this current moment, but they're due back in soon. So hopefully they're back before the end of the month, so you can take advantage of the 10% bundles deals that is on right now. So 10%. So right now our bundles are always 10%. So if you were to purchase this Charming bundle, just for example, or any bundle, not the punches, so just the stamp sets and dies, you would save 10%. Stampin' Up! Says when you buy this and this, you save 10%. For right now, during the month of June, it's an extra 10%, so you actually save 20%. That's a steal of a deal. And if you were a demonstrator, you would get your discount on top of that. So that is even a sweeter deal. All right, so I have my paper. I'm going to bring in my mini Stampin' Cut. I call this aka Baby Boss, because this is, I just want to make sure I'm not crooked. If someone can tell me if I'm straight, that would be good, because if not, I will fix my mat, because we don't want crooked. Okay, so this is aka Baby Boss, and Baby Boss and the big one, so the big Stampin' Cut and Boss and the little Stampin' Cut and Boss, they are also on sale for the month of June, and they are 10% off. So if you have not got one, you might want to treat yourself to one. Highly recommend it, especially for embossing folders. All right, we are using the Nested Essential Dies, which are my favorite. If you follow me, you know that I'm a huge fan of anything stitched. And these are a must. You get banners, rectangles, and these funky labels. I'm going to call these labels. We're actually going to use this big one right here. We're going to put that down. And you know what? I'm going to cheat. We're going to do 2 at a time just to save us time. So I'm going to put 2 papers down, put mine down, and grab my little thing, and we're going to roll it through. So we're going to take 2 at a time. Okay. And we're also going to do some other die cutting while I have this out. All right, so I don't need that. Save that. That's scrap. Make sure you put this back in your dies. So that is the Nested Essential Dies. And look, you've got 2 that are same, and I love the little stitched around it. So we're going to set that off to the side. Now, what we're going to do, and I think I need to cut this because my piece is too big. So this base here is about 3 inches. So if I was to put this in, it won't fit. So you want to make sure your paper fits in. So I always like to cut it smaller than 3 inches. Oops, that's not where it needs to go. All right, so let's pull this back. Now, I was so excited when I discovered this. So we're going to cut out these. I think they're called cattails. If anyone knows a real name, let me know. It's 1 die, and when I cut it out, I was like, amazing. It actually separates them. You didn't have to cut them. Gotta love when Stampin' Up! Thinks like that. I really truly think it would be fun to be a Stampin' Up! Employee or concept artist. Imagine all the product. Every day you would love going to work because you would create. All right, look how cute these I'm gonna call them cattails. Someone corrects me if I'm wrong. So we have 2 and Pretty Peacock, and I'm picking that color because that is the color that is in our paper. All right, so that is one. Put these dies back. And we are going to grab some lily pads, and we're gonna do our lily pads in Grainy Apple Green. Okay, so let's cut that. We're getting all our die cutting done first, so all we have to do is stamp and assemble. I would love to know, do you have this stamp set? Was it not on your radar? Maybe after you see this cute project, you might want, but just saying. Okay, so there is our lily pads. Look how cute those are. We've done them in Grainy Apple Green. So we're gonna set those off to the side. I'm gonna put these dies away. Let's move over here. And I'm just gonna set my baby boss over to the side for a minute because we're gonna bring it back in a minute. All right, let me grab, let's see if I see him come. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Laura. Hello, Diane. All right, I'm using basic white. Now this is what I love about the cutting mat. Am I straight, guys? Just let me know. I feel like maybe this is straight. Okay, I think I twisted it a little bit. Let me see. Ooh, yeah, looks better. This is what I love about the glass mat. I heard many people who already had it said they loved it, and I could not wait to unpack my order and get it out. You don't need, so when you have a photo Palmer stamp set, these are photo Palmer, they're jelly-like. Let me figure which one of these ducks I need. Nope, wrong one. We're going to stamp this duck. You would have to use our paper piercer mat, which you would have to use is one of these. You would put your paper on like this and you would stamp. I found on the weekend that I did not need that piece because the stamping was so crisp. So if you do not have the glass mat on your wish list, you might want to add it. Want to get it before July 3rd? Join my team as a demonstrator. We'd love to have you. And the one thing I hear many times is, but I don't want to do classes, Ann. Guess what? You don't have to. My team, we have over 60 in my team in 3 levels, and I would tell you that 90% of my team are what I call happy stampers. They love the discount, and they love to shop, and they love to creep. So I call them my happy stampers. Okay, mental ink. We're just going to stamp down. Look how crisp and clean that is. Crisp and clean that is. It is like, honestly, I won't go back to a paper piercer. I will just truly use my mat. The only thing I wish the mat was a little bigger, but I totally get why they wouldn't do that because it would be very bulky. All right, so let's put that away because I don't need that anymore. But I am going to bring in just a little bit of a grid paper here. We're going to do some coloring. Okay, so if you saw my picture on Instagram and Facebook this morning, you saw that I used a lot of colors to color my duck. And I'm going to show you my pictures. Just here, my picture. But once I get them on my phone as they fall out. These were all the stamping blends I used to color my duck. You're probably thinking, whoa, Ann, that is a lot of blends. But actually, it is not. So I showed you a picture that actually showed you all the colors that I used. So let's put this off to the side. And then we're gonna color our duck and we're gonna cut him out, then we will assemble. So when I was looking at my duck, I was like, what color are ducks? Well, my designer series paper was sitting right in front of me and I was like, I am going to case this duck right here. We're going to color that duck. So we're gonna use that as a guide. So I figured pretty and pink was his beak. So we're gonna do, these are our Stampin' blends. There's no right or wrong. You can go from dark to light or light to dark. They're alcohol markers. They're meant for shading. And I'm just going to kind of come like that. I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So I like to start with the dark and then I go in and I pull in my light. Now, we're gonna do a little blending here. I also will go back. So we've colored that in. Now the next color I thought was Peach Pie. So Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie is part of our new 2024-2026 in colors. These colors will be around for 2 years. If you shop or you dream Stampin' Up, you probably have noticed that many colors out in the world right now are Stampin' Up colors. Like I was in HomeSense here in Canada. We have a place called HomeSense. I think you have that maybe in the States. And I walked in and I was like, oh yeah, there is the Mediterranean blooms. It was everywhere. It was pretty amazing. Okay, and I'm just going to like blend these two colors in. And then I'm actually gonna come back in with my dark Pretty in Pink and just kind of go over that a little bit. And then I might come back in with my light. So the alcohol markers are meant for shading and blending, which is kind of nice. So it kind of makes it look like a sunset. Okay, so let me put those off to the side. Now, I saw a little bit of Balmy Blue. I'm actually not using Pretty Peacock. I'm going to use Balmy Blue. So I figured that was Balmy Blue in his tail. So we're just going to pull some Balmy Blue and we're just going to do right here. Now, I'm not the best colorer. I will tell you, I see my demonstrator friends who color and their coloring is amazing. But I truly believe that these alcohol markers make you feel like an artisan. So that's how I look at them. Okay, so then I saw Granny Apple Green. So I pulled in my Granny Apple and I'm going to start with my dark. And we're just going to pull, just basically doing those lines. And I actually don't need crumb cake, so I'll put that off to the side. And I'm just gonna color in. I have to say, I like the way the duck is colored in multicolors because I feel like if we just did it in a normal little yellow, it would look boring. So, okay, then I have my gray. Now, I'm actually just going to dot this corner here, and I'm just going to kind of come down here. I'm going to dot this area. Put that there. Okay. Let me see. And then I'm going to come in with my lens. So you can really see how you have like a light and dark on the bird. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back and color. Let's add a little bit of there. Okay, so there is our duck. He is done. Let's take out this paper, move this paper, and I'm gonna put this away, and we're gonna bring back in that baby boss. We're gonna put down our duck. We're going to find the matching dies. Is this the right one? Yeah. We're gonna put that down. So this is one thing I love, is that you can color and die cut out, or you can color and punch, whatever you like to do, but I truly like that Stampin' Up is like does this for us because it adds like that extra element. And then, like I said, you could use these dies to cut out the DSP. So there is our bird, our duck. How cute is he? Do you guys like him colored like that? Doesn't he look fun? He looks beautiful. He's just waddling around in the pond. Okay, so let's move this out of my way, because I believe we are done all of our die cutting. Okay, so we're gonna assemble our white piece first before we do anything else. So we're gonna bring these pieces back in. We'll use those in a minute. Let's get our pawn here. Oh, I forgot we do need one more die cutting, but we'll do that in a minute. I forgot about one label. Okay, so we're gonna put our cattails down. I don't know if that's the name, but that's what I'm gonna call them. Okay, and we're going to put one here. I am just using glue dots, and I'm literally just putting glue dots on the bottom. I want to let those cattails just kind of like as if they're like blowing in the water. We're going to put glue dots on our lily pads. So I find it easier if I put the paper onto the glue dot and pull it off than putting the glue dot onto the paper. And we're going to put those right there. Now save these pieces that you don't use because you can use them later. We are going to bring in dimensionals, and we are going to pop up our little duck here. Okay, so we're gonna put him right there. Look how cute that is. Isn't that not the cutest little thing ever? Look, so cute. Okay, so we can actually, because we're not stamping on this, we can go ahead and assemble this part. Just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna bring back in that sketch. Let me just show you that sketch that we're going from. So on page 22 of our annual catalog, we are using this sketch right here. And that was what we're going to create. Hi, Brenda. Hey, friend, how are you? You're done? You're done school, so lucky. Oh, and before I wanted to do these, I actually want to cut. We need to totally craft together, Brenda. We need to set up a day. When I'm done, give me some time. 8 more days, friend. Brenda is one of my good friends out west. And I often think I would never have met Brenda if it wasn't for stamp paper and ink. Okay, we're gonna put that right there, and I'm going to glue those down. So my banner actually was a little bigger than what I needed, so I just trimmed off a little bit of it. Okay, we're just kind of putting like that. Make sure that when you do this, they're not hanging over because it'll get crushed in your envelope. We're gonna come in and we're gonna pop this up. So we will grab those dimensionals. And here's a tip. So many times when I do classes and I go to clean up, people have thrown this part in the garbage. And I was like, no, don't throw that in the garbage. There's like so much things you can use. Like you can cut them whatever size you want. Don't throw them out, save them. We need to make every little bit last. That's what I love about stamping. You can use the littlest pieces to make a beautiful project. All right, so we're like that. And I'm just gonna put that down there. So there is our card. We're just gonna pull this off to the side because I forgot we need to cut out another label. So let me bring back in that mini machine, baby machine. A baby boss. Let me grab. Here is a piece. We're going to bring back in those essential dies, and we're actually nestled essential dies. And we're going to use this little small rectangle, and we're just going to cut that out. So I'm cutting that out with basic white. And I have to say, I think one of my favorite things about Stampin' Up is that everything coordinated. So when I first started crafting, I actually got into crafting when I moved into my new neighborhood and met some of my neighbors, but they were actually scrapbookers. So that's how I actually started with scrapbooking. And I always used to find it frustrating going into a scrapbook store because like your paper would be in one aisle, your ribbon would be in another, and embellishment. And I found that I was buying and buying and buying, but not really using. So then I was at a scrapbooking crop and I discovered Stampin' Up. And our family names have a lot of vowels. So I was like, whoa, if I buy a stamp alphabet and some ink pads, I could create my own titles. That's what I did. But then as I got going, I really liked how Stampin' Up coordinated. So as I showed you, we took this designer series paper pack and I just pulled these colors to create my card. It's one-stop shop. It's one-stop thinking. You don't have to think, What colors coordinate with this paper? You're not guessing. I know that I can pull out a balmy blue or granny apple, gray granite, peach pie, pretty peacock, pretty in pink, and my colored cardstock and ribbon and ink is all going to match. And I have to say that is my favorite thing about Stampin' Up! Is the coordination. And the friendships I've met along the way is pretty amazing too. All right, so let's pull in this. We're gonna stamp again on my glass mat. Actually, we're just gonna put that right down. I don't need that because we can wipe it clean. Okay, so I'm using Pretty in Pink. I'm using the greeting that says, hello, friend. Look at that. Nice, crisp, clean. Amazing how it stamps on this glass mat. So if you don't have this glass mat on your radar, make sure you add it so you can order it by July 3rd, or join my team and get it earlier. We would love to have you. And you know what? You can test drive. Test drive the opportunity. And then I always say to my team when they join, sorry, you never know the path of Stampin' Up! Is going to take you, but in most days it's pretty rewarding. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. All right, so I'm going to put that there. We're going to bring in the, oh, no, not those ones. That's for my other project. We're going to bring in the 2024 in colors. So here's another thing. The colors of our embellishments are not listed in our catalog. This is a tip. When you get your embellishments, I just used our clear envelope, and you're going to write down the name of the embellishments and all the coordinating colors, and I actually used our Stampin' Right black marker. Pretty easy. Now when I pull this out, I know these are the colors, and I don't have to go search a catalog. I don't have to go search an online store. I know exactly what they are. All right, so we're going to bring in our Take-A-Pick. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat. And we're gonna go in with Pretty in Pink, and we're going to, sorry, I should have grabbed a water. A couple of us at work today were saying, like, we could not believe, oh, on the weekend I had such itchy eyes, and I don't have allergies, but my coworker's like, me too, and I was like, oh, I wonder why. Okay. And we're going to finish off our card with an insert. Now, I don't stamp on the inside because I give my cards, I sell my cards to a lot of my friends and coworkers, and they like to write their own messages, so I just leave it. But there you go. There is our card for tonight, featuring the charming duck pond, using the sketch from our 2024 annual catalog. So if you're here in Canada, and you do not have a catalog and you're looking for a demonstrator, I would love to help you out. Let me know and I will pop one in the mail for you. I was just at the post office today sending lots of happy mail. Oh, and I forgot to take a picture. That was probably because it was so hot I didn't want to stand outside. So yeah, so let me know and I'll pop one in the mail for you. Anywhere in Canada, I can send it to you. Now, if you liked what I used tonight, and you're like, hey, I gotta get that charming duck pond bundle and designer series paper, head to my blog, which is www.stampwithan.com, click shop now, and then just put in, actually it's a little low, put in charming duck and you'll find it. So that is one card. Let me show you some other cards. I'll show you my sample. So it's pretty the same, but I think I just colored him a little different. But there's those cards. Okay, so that's that card. Now, I have some other cards to show you. Where did my other one go? Give me a minute. Oh, it's right here. I was like, I just had it out. Where did it go? So this is a fancy fold, and I want to call a book fancy fold, book card fancy fold. I don't know. Maybe there's a name. If someone knows a name, let me know. But it opens like a book. How cute is that? It features the Lily Pond designer series paper in the colors. Basically, we made the card, we cut out this. Now, look at that die. So that die was what I was telling you about. Cuts out this. So if you put that on the center, it cuts this and creates that little window for your little animals. How cute, little fish and ducks and froggies. How cute is that? Oh, and then we added some tails, and then you can see these are the dapple. One of my team members made this, and she shared it with me, Laura and Ashley. So thank you, Laura and Ashley, for sharing. Those are those dapple embellishments. You can now order them. Okay, so there's that one. And then I wanted to show you, I'm only going to show you one more project because I want you to come back on Wednesday to see the rest. Here's another one, showcasing that fun little center I just showed you. Colored my froggy, colored my duck. Now these ones are the 2024, 2026 resin dots, so that's what I use. I pulled in that pretty in pink, so I really stuck with the colors that were in that coordinating paper. All right, so there is our Monday night crafty session featuring the Charming Duck Pond bundle. I hope you guys liked the projects tonight. I will be going live again on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and I will show you, and we're doing a mystery Stampin'. I will share the dimensions as I go, and I will have 2 more samples to share with you and some more. So by the end of the video, you will have tons of samples featuring the Charming Duck Pond bundle. And remember, I said, sorry, currently you can buy the stamp set and the paper, but the bundle, the dies are currently unavailable, but hopefully they'll be back in stock later this week or early next week. So I thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know your feedback. What do you guys think of these cards? Give me some likes, some hearts, comment, share my video, because that's how we get more people into our crafting community. We want everyone to be a part of our crafting community because it truly is a wonderful it's a truly wonderful tribe, and the friendships we meet are beautiful. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to put this video up on my blog. It'll in my blog and my YouTube, and I will link it to my blog and YouTube. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow night. If all goes well, tomorrow night I do have a couple appointment, and then join me Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for another crafty session featuring some more projects. And then I will showcase some more on my blog and social media for the rest of the week. So by the end of Sunday, you will see a lot of samples created with the Charming Duck Pond bundle. That is a mouthful. Say that fast 3 times. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you're here in Ontario, stay cool. When I currently looked, it was sitting like 39. It's really hot. My poor puppy is looking at me like, I want to go outside, but I'm like, it's so hot. I might take him out for a quick little jaunter right now after I've done this. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great Tuesday, and hopefully you'll join me Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for our next crafty session featuring the Charming Duck Pond. Don't forget, if you want to order these supplies, head to my store. Head to my blog, www.stampwithan, click shop now. That'll take you to my online store. You can order 24/7. It'll ship anywhere here in Canada. Don't forget to use this host code, because if your order is over 50, you'll get a card in the mail from me thanking you, plus a surprise embellishment. Truly is a surprise and delight. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you guys real soon. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.